Hello! So it's that time of year again. Yes, we're off on another adventure in our electric camper van. This time we're hoping to head to Portugal via some fun in the snow in the Pyrenees. We're currently a few hours south of Calais. So yeah, it's a very exciting trip this time because it's going to be the first trip where we've got the CCS to Chademo adapter, which means we're going to be able to use CCS rapid charging stations, which includes Tesla Superchargers. So we're going to try and do most of the trip, hopefully, with using Tesla Superchargers, because they're like half the price of other charging stations and there's loads of them everywhere. And also it's the first trip where we've got a roof box on the roof of the van. So it'll be interesting to see how that affects the range. Harry is a bit older than last time we went away in the van. He now needs plenty of running around and exercise, don't you, Harry? Yeah. He's been riding his bike around this morning, around this skate park. And now we're going to get ready to hit the road. That's the van over there. Really good stop this. Toilet, skate park, everything you need. Was it good? Yeah. That's the name of the town here where we stayed. Bangly-sur-Bressel. Probably saying that totally wrong. Okay, this is the first stop at a Tesla Supercharger in France. And it's a V4 supercharger. It's the first time we've tried to use a V4 supercharger with our CCS to Chademo adapter. And it's working. Cool, happy days. This is 35 cents per kilowatt hour, I think, the peak rate for this supercharger, or 31 cents off peak, but either way, it's still a very good price. But yeah, as you can see, there's lots of stations here, not many other cars, so we're not inconveniencing anyone using that. I'm just going to tidy this up. Someone's gone and left that on the ground. Oh, there we go, that's the rate. If you pay using the contactless route, it's 40 cents per kilowatt hour, but it's definitely 35 cents on the app. Cool. Happy days. So I covered using this Chademo to CCS adapter in one of my previous videos, so I'm not going to go into that in detail, but it's pretty simple really. It works. You plug it into Chademo and then you plug in the CCS and then start the charge. And it locks at both ends, so it's totally safe to use. And it doesn't affect the charging rate. The charging rate is determined by the vehicle, so we don't suddenly get any faster charging. So roof box, that was the first decent leg of motorway driving we've done in France. And seemed to be getting about 3 miles per kilowatt hour on or sort of mixed driving. I was getting about 3.3. So yeah, not too bad really. Doesn't seem to be affecting the range too much. I did a quick test before I set off. It seemed to reduce the range by about 0.1 miles per kilowatt hour. So maybe 10% less or so approximately 10 miles reduction. On this journey, well, very soon, this van is going to turn over 100,000 miles on the odometer. 9999999. 100,000 miles, there we go. Big day for this little van. So we're going to stay in the van tonight, Harry. Do you like staying in the van?
Owl.
Owl? Yeah, maybe we'll hear an owl. Do you like staying in the van though? Yeah, that's cool.
Owl.
We're going to be in the van for a few more days now. We've made it to our camping spot for tonight. And I just thought I'd show you a new addition to the van, which is this little table. If you've seen some of our old videos, you might remember we did have a really big table. It was really nice table, and it worked really well, but it was really big. And but now with Harry in the van, we just need a little bit more space really. So we hadn't really been taking the table with us because it just took up too much space. And just before we left on this trip, like literally just before, maybe 30 minutes before we left, I thought, hey, why don't I just cut up a bit of plywood and make a new little table? What do you think of the table, Harry? Do you like the table? Yeah, have you got your snacks on the table? Yeah, you got your pancake and your porridge. Nice, we're just having some evening snacking and some tea before we go to bed. It is freezing outside. its dashboard is showing 0 degrees out there. So pretty chilly, but it's lovely and warm in the van here. So yeah, all gone well. The first day driving across France. Hopefully we'll get to the Pyrenees and some snow tomorrow. Maybe we'll go on a gondola when we get to the Pyrenees, which is like a little lift which takes us up the mountain. Gondola.
Yeah.
Gondola.
Mummy, Harry, Bay, and Gabba.
Well, yeah, we could all go on the gondola together. Oh, that's a lovely cuddle.
Nose.
That's his nose, yeah. That's a very sensitive part of a dog. Their nose, they can sense a lot with their nose.
Big teeth.
He has got big teeth, yeah.
Whiskers.
Oh, his whiskers.
Yeah.
Oh, very good, Harry. Yeah, don't pull his whiskers, because whiskers are also very sensitive parts of a dog. Oh, nice kiss for baby. Morning. It's a chilly, frosty morning here in France. We just spent a night on a little charge point in a village. Flat fee of €10 to charge overnight, which was cool. So we were toasty warm in the van. Amy and I have just popped to get a croissant from a local bakery. I'm just setting up the sat nav ready for today's drive. There we are, slap bang in the middle of France. So hopefully today we're going to make our way to the Pyrenees over there. So we get first stop is going to be at a Tesla Supercharger. It's about 60 miles away. The van's charged up. We got 118 miles of range at zero degrees. Pretty misty as well. So quite a short first leg, but we'll have some breakfast there, eat our croissants. Yeah, hopefully we will get the Pyrenees and some snow tonight. Right, another day, another supercharger. First stop here today. There's 16 stalls in this location, and there's another supercharger right over there with the 20 stalls. So yeah, lots to choose from. These are 31 cents per kilowatt hour with our Tesla membership, so super cheap. And it's also next to a supermarket, so we could do a little supermarket shop. We're on the outskirts of Toulouse now. I've lost count of how many superchargers we've used, but they all just work every time. First time another, I think there's either 16 or 18 bays or something here. Next to superchargers, a big canopy full of solar. Double purpose, provides shade in summer and electricity generation. Fantastic. Really good cycle path as well. Harry is loving his bike. I'm gonna have to run to keep up with him.
Yeah.
We're going to see the helicopter. Can you see the helicopter? Okay, so this is the last supercharger of today. We're just south of Toulouse now, and just about to head up into the Pyrenees. So we're currently at 400 meters elevation, and tonight we're hopefully going to be staying up at 1,000 meters of elevation. So the next leg should be interesting. It's only 50 miles, but it's going to be quite fun up into the mountains. And it's 3 degrees here, so I imagine it's going to be well below freezing once we get up there. So we'll have a good charge here while we cook up some food, and then yeah, head up into the mountains. So that leg was 87 miles, and we got here with about 20% remaining.
What do you reckon?
Cheese.
Yeah, did I grated some cheese on top? Do you like that?
Mummy's hot.
Yeah, Mummy and Daddy's is hot.
Yeah. Heavy, cold.
Yeah, I took yours out first.
Well, hey, we've made it. We found a parking spot in this snowy campsite. The self-check-in bit was broken, but we managed to give the guy a call, and he turned on the electric for us remotely. Pretty cool. We plugged in there. So this hookup number 34, you can see the lights on. And now we're, so I've set the open EVSE to charge at 6 amps, to not draw too much current. But yeah, we're charging here. It's beautiful. Yeah, beautiful starry sky. -2 degrees. The snow's like super hard and icy. Definitely needed the winter tyres just to like get into the get into the bay here. Are you excited to be in the snow, Harry?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, we've travelled 1,057 miles from North Wales to here in the French Pyrenees. Most of that was done using superchargers. It's been a pretty game-changing trip. What can you see?
Now.
Is that snow?
Yes.
Wow.
Is it sunny?
Yes.
Don't I pull it down so we can see? Oh wow.
Hot. 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 Hot.
It's actually cold outside. The van's saying -6. But
Warm in the sun.
it'll be warm in the sun, yeah. It's all very exciting, isn't it, Bailey? Right, let's time to get the bed out and we'll make some porridge. You're excited, aren't you, Bailey? Yeah. You're excited to go outside, Harry? We wanted to bring the roof box with us so we could bring our buggy with us. This buggy is amazing. It's it's so capable off-road. It enables us to have some like pretty big days out. You know, we've been up the mountain up there with it, and also keep Harry like, you know, warm and comfortable. And if it comes on to rain, you can obviously pull the thing down and keep him dry and everything. He's a bit big now for the back carrier, and he's also quite heavy, and so carrying him on your back for the full day is quite hard work. And yeah, the roof box, it didn't seem to add like that much efficiency loss to the van in terms of aerodynamic drag. I think maybe fitting a roof box on an efficient car like a Model 3 would be a much greater hit, but you know, with the van we've already taken the big hit by driving a vehicle shaped like a brick, so adding a roof box onto the top, you know, it doesn't make a huge amount of difference. And also we don't go that fast, so the effect of aero Aerodynamics is less at like 50 miles an hour compared to if you were say going 80 in a car. But yeah, I'm really glad we bought it though, because we could never have bought the buggy just inside. It would have taken up the entire inside of the van.
What have you found on the window this morning, Harry?
Ice.
Ice. It's a bit of a story that relates to last night. Daddy might need a coffee first before we tell it.
Ice.
You got the ice off. Hey!
Okay, it's our last morning at this automatic campsite spot. We're going to go up over the valley now, down into the skiing area, and hopefully sail another campsite. It's been a good campsite, but it's not been without its issues. They've had a real issue with the electricity supply to the whole site. The main breaker for the whole site keeps tripping during the night. And it's quite a reasonably large site. There's maybe 35 pitches or so. And because it's an automated site, when the breaker trips, like everything else stops working, like the access to the toilets and the barriers to go in and out and everything. And I helped them once resetting it. It's a big like three-phase supply with a big three-phase breaker. And I don't know whether maybe it's because they mentioned it's the first winter they've been open. The site is, and they're not maybe geared up for like the amount of current everyone is drawing, because all the vans are plugged into the hookup. I mean, it's not because of us. We've just been drawing 6 amps, like 1.4 kilowatts, which is way less than the max like 3 kilowatts the point can deliver. So I guess even though it's like 100 amp, it looks like 100 amp three-phase supply, maybe they're exceeding that, or maybe it's just a faulty breaker. But anyway, I had to like get up at 6 o'clock in the morning and go out and try and reset it. But the owner arrived at the same time as me, and I can't speak any much French, and he can't speak any English. But we exchanged some swear words in French, and then went back to our beds for a few hours. We use the obviously the hookup to run the heating during the night. So when it trips, it all gets a bit cold, and we can switch to running the heater off the main battery. But to do that, I have to get out and like unplug the charger. So yeah, we're looking forward to going and staying at a campsite with a reliable electricity supply. Oh yeah, that's like a fantastic snack.
Well,
What we've got here. What are you enjoying eating, Harry? Is that
bread and cheese?
Is that avocado and cheese? Right, time to get back on the road and head over the mountain, over to the ski resort in the next valley. This should be quite a nice drive, lots of switchbacks. Here is a 24-hour pizza machine. I've always wanted to give these a go. You see these all over France. So I've just selected a margarita. There it is. Let's go confirm. Okay, your margarita is on its way. Here you go, Harry. Good progress. We're 80% there, and then it's gonna pop out of there. Yeah, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. Look, can you see where it is? Not long to go now. Okay, Harry, it's nearly there. I can hear something. Whoa, look, that's a pizza.
Do you want to collect it?
So you're going to collect it, Harry?
Wow, baby.
Wow, look at that steam. Should we have a look at your pizza? Whoa! It's worth waiting 3 minutes for. That's really good. I reckon the vending machine pizza in France is way better than a frozen pizza, or actually, as far as most pizzas.
Yeah.
Good morning. Okay, we are in situ in the ski centre car park at the bottom of the gondola. That's where the gondola goes from over there, up the mountain. This is actually lower than the actual ski centre. This is like in the valley below the ski centre, then we get the gondola up to it. We thought we'd come down here and stay. So yeah, breakfast of champions this morning before getting on the slopes. I've got my skis on the roof, and I think Amy and Harry, they're going to go for a little run. What are you going to do today?
We're going to do a buggy run with Bailey round a lake nearby, and I think there's going to be possibly a playground. We can stop off on the route, and then after lunch we'll get the gondola up and maybe meet up with you or not.
Looking forward to going skiing. It is a nice chilly -2 this morning, but it's nice and warm. We eventually found a good charging point to stay on last night. Come to the very highest point in the resort, 2,500 meters, and the only way down from here is a black run. This will be the first black run of the day for me. I don't really do black runs, but you know, you got to come to the highest point. You can't not come all this way and not come to the highest point. Woohoo! I made it down. Oh man, that was proper survival skiing, but I got down. It wasn't too bad. I had to on the way up I had to pass loads of signs that said advanced skiers only, and I'm definitely not an advanced skier, but I just really wanted to get to the top. It was totally worth it. Especially I got the summit to myself for a good 5 minutes. Absolutely fantastic. It's really nice to get to a bit of a quieter part of the resort. It's quite busy today because it's New Year's Eve today. So yeah, slopes are pretty packed, but yeah, not many people up there. Happy days. Right, now I'm going to ski back to the main centre and meet up with Amy and Harry for some lunch. Sun is just setting. What a great day. Awesome day skiing. Yeah, that was an awesome day skiing. Stayed right till the end. Just returned my skis, but I left my boots down in the van, so I've gone from ski boots into flip-flops. It's the strangest feeling.
Good morning, Happy New Year. It's now 2025. We spent last night in the van, where it's a really peaceful spot next to a river and a tennis court. Obviously quiet last night, got a few people knocking a ball back and forwards today. Enjoying some of the morning sunshine.
Yeah, so now we're heading onwards to Spain. Very exciting. So the next leg's going to be 90 odd miles over some mountains through the Pyrenees. We're going the scenic route towards Zaragoza from here. But I think we'll stop after about 60 miles or so and have a little explore of a little Spanish castle and a little town. Fill up some water and have a little wander around. So yeah, we'll top up on that charging point there because there's going to be quite a lot of height gain going over the mountains and then downwards into Spain and then Zaragoza, Madrid, and then onwards to Portugal, which we'll do over the next couple of days, I think.